Unlike Marvel, whose entire universe is either in space or somewhere in New York, DC creates fictional cities that stand in for their real-life counterparts. Though these things have changed over the years, most of them have a fixed location, so it begs the question, where in the world are DC's cities? On more than one occasion, DC Comics has tried to establish just where all these places are to clear up the confusion created by poor editing oversight or overzealous writers changing things to suit their own designs. Not surprisingly, most of this came in the mid-80s when DC was trying to get everything on the same page and establish a solid continuity. The biggest source of this information was an official, fully licensed DC role-playing game called DC Heroes by Mayfair Games in 1985. In the game, makers used information provided by real writers and editors to establish the company's official atlas of locations. This is the same game in which Alan Moore wrote the source material for Watchmen characters later to be used to frame the plots of Before Watchmen. Author Paul Kupperberg was an editor at DC before he created the game and famously wrote on the run of Doom Patrol that came before Grant Morrison's meteoric rise. There have been sporadic attempts to make these cities less anchored in the real world, which goes against the continuity and the stability DC used to stand for. The Nolan-era Batman films intentionally kept Gotham's location vague, even going so far as to crafting police license plates to say Gotham instead of the state they're in. And Batman vs. Superman is doing the same thing by implying the metropolis is its own principality like Washington, D.C. In any official word from DC brass has been spotty at best, so these older publications are the most modern indicators we have. During the Batman story arc No Man's Land, a map maker was hired to detail an exact look at Gotham, which was considered official canon to this day, and they published a guide to Metropolis after the changes made to the Superman universe after his death and resurrection. That means that the official atlas of the DCU is the last official map to ever be authorized by a publisher. Therefore, this is the only map left in official canon. Tune in next time for more of your favorite DC cities. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, and don't forget to support your local comic shops and retailers. I'm Skip, and this is Geek Salad.